guys, don't mind the background sound. That is Unsolved Mysteries playing on the TV. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, then you know I'm obsessed with Unsolved Mysteries. It's on every weekday from like 8 to 12. But anyway, today's a really, really good day. First of all, if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know that I hit 149 pounds today. I finally got under 150 and I'm so jacked about it. I'm so excited. It might have something to do with the fact that I met my carb quota for the day at like 12 o'clock yesterday, and then I went to a spin class at night, and so I basically just had protein and fat the rest of the day, and that usually will cause the scale to like jump down because I like deplete my carbs really quickly, and my water is like, I sweat it all out and stuff like that. But anyway, I posted this on Instagram today, my before and after from January until now, and it's crazy to see how far I've come, and so motivating to like realize that all the hard work has been worth it, that like even though I wasn't always on point and my progress was slowed because of that at times, I still have made huge changes since January, and I'm just like on top of the world today. And like it's honestly crazy right now that, okay, so I'm 149, and that's higher than the weight that I started prep at last year. Like I started prep last year, January 2015, at 148 pounds. And I was like so miserable about how fat I was. And I ended up getting on stage in June of 2015 at 131. So I'm right now 18 pounds above stage weight. But I could not be happier with how I look right now. Like, I was like watching myself work out in the mirrors at the gym, and I was like, dang, Lynette, you look good. And I don't know if it's that I just decided not to compete this year, and so like my mind is not so wrapped around looking like a competitor as it is just like looking good, looking like I work out. Because I've always just felt like underwhelmed by my physique. I've never felt like I looked like a true fit chick or whatever. That sounds so dumb. But like I'm just very overwhelmed with gratitude for how I look. I'm very grateful for my body. I'm grateful for how strong I am. I love that when I look in the mirror, I can see the results of the last 3 years that I've been working out and lifting consistently and eating decently most of the time, and it just makes me really proud, and it makes me feel grateful that I have the ability to even work out, that I have my health, that I have everything that I have. And I don't know, like, it's just, I've never ever in my life felt good this weight, ever. And to feel good right now at 149 pounds, which is such a high weight normally, I'm really proud of myself for mentally getting there. You know, even when I was prepping for my show, like I knew I looked good, but like in my head it just still wasn't good enough. And I felt like my body has never really looked that amazing, even like for show week and stuff. Like I still was not as lean as most people get to on stage for my show. And it always bothered me, like, why am I not leaner? Why am I not leaner? I don't think I've ever been below like 16.5% body fat, 17% body fat in my whole life. And so right now at like 23% body fat, it's weird, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna try and like hang on to this feeling and remember this in the future when I'm having a bad body image day, that I'm gonna be like, Lynette, remember that one time when you were 149 pounds and 23% body fat and you felt really good about yourself and you felt like you looked amazing? Remember that. So that when you're 145 pounds and having a bad day, that you can just relax. So, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really happy with where I'm at right now mentally. You know, I think for the longest time, I always saw competing as just like the thing, I love competing. I still love competing. I would still love to compete again. But the dieting process to competing, it was always like, all right, I just gotta get through this. Like, I can't wait till it's over so I can like go start reverse dieting and go back to my normal happy life where I can eat food that I like every once in a while. And so that's how I've always seen dieting. It's just like the necessary evil to get to where you want to go. So every time I've been dieting, it's always like, oh, my life is kind of subpar. Like, I'm just waiting for my life to get better. Like, I'm just stuck in this crappy dieting place until my life gets better. But letting go of competing and just getting fit for myself, I feel like I'm already in off season. And what I mean by that is like, I already feel like my fun life is here. Like, I don't feel restricted. I don't feel, my workouts are not a chore for me. I'm very happy with the food I'm eating, very happy with my workouts. I'm just happy. I'm content with the pace of my progress, and I'm content with how I look. Like, I can't remember the last time I was ever this happy with everything that's going on, especially at this weight. Like, If I was like 130, like 130 pounds, like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good because I have shreds everywhere, but I'm not shredded at all. I'm really not. And it's so weird to be okay with that. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little more attractive than what I am right now. This no makeup stuff. This no eyebrow situation. Thank you guys for all the comments that you're leaving on those photos too. It's so cool. You know, I feel really lucky to have you guys. Honestly, like that sounds so lame, but I feel like everything I do that's cool, you guys are just like, oh, way to go, Lynette, you lost 11 pounds. Oh my God, you're amazing. It's so cool to have you guys like cheering for me for like things that are just so mediocre to me, and you guys think it's awesome, and that's just so cool. I feel really lucky to have like such awesome cheerleaders. I don't know, that's what it feels like. But yeah. Oh, look at you guys. Kitten likes to sleep on Dad in the weirdest of positions, don't you? She loves her dad. Do you like me? No. No, she doesn't. She only likes me when I feed her. Kitten? Hi, Princess Mia. Oh, sweet girl. Alright, it is later in the day. I have just been working all day. It is so rainy and gross out. Yeah, so it's Wednesday. I don't even think I said that yet. But I was supposed to hang out with my friend Lindsay today. You guys know Lindsay. You guys know Lindsay. So I was hang out with Lindsay today and film a workout at a gym that I would be allowed to film at. But work calls. Normally Wednesdays are a little bit slower for me because I can get most of my work done Monday and Tuesday and then only have to work for like 4 or 5 hours on Wednesday. But not today. After I mentioned that I was accepting clients in my last video, I got an onslaught of clients, which is awesome, and I'm so excited to work with all of you guys. And so yeah, now I'm booked up for the next week or so, but I can accept new clients who are ready to start the 18th of the month. But yes, I'm cooking cauliflower right now. It's the sound you're hearing. But yeah, you know, one thing I want to mention about an online coach, because they're kind of a dime a dozen nowadays. Everyone and their mother is an online coach, which is cool if you know what you're doing and you're like certified and stuff. But first of all, when you're looking for an online coach, make sure that they know their stuff. Do a little research on them. Like if they are posting about their clients and like their client success, go check their clients' pages out. See what their coach is having them do. See if they're doing a ton of cardio. See if they're doing super low carbs. Also make sure that the coach is certified, because it's really popular nowadays for coaches to not be certified. Like not be actually technically a personal trainer. Also, make sure you know what you're getting when it comes to online coaching, because like for me, I'm at my desk 5 days a week, responding to client emails, responding to client texts. Like I do this is my full-time job, and I treat it like my full-time job. A lot of clients who sign up with like more famous online trainers who are huge on YouTube, and YouTube is more of their main job, and they have sponsorships and they travel a lot and stuff like that. Not to name any names, but a lot of times those coaches are kind of like a little bit absent, and I've had a lot of clients come to me from like bigger coaches or like more popular coaches who didn't respond to check-in emails very quickly, did not respond to any emails during the week, didn't answer questions, anything like that. Would take 2 and 3 weeks at a time to respond to check-in emails, which is just ridiculous. And my clients have my cell phone number. I have a separate phone. It's a work phone, and so my clients can text me and I will respond. I'm talking back and forth with my clients throughout the week. Some of my clients I talk to on a daily basis, and it's fine. Like they need that kind of support, and that's my job. I take 8 to 14 hours a day to be in touch with my clients. So, and that's, if you'd rather work with a more famous person as your coach who maybe you trust more because you know them better, that's totally fine. Just know what you're getting yourself into. For coaches who are more popular, a lot of times they see that they are just kind of in it for the money. They can charge $400, $500 for packages because they're so popular, but they're not going to give you that like personal touch. They're not going to be like one-on-one communication a lot of times, which some people don't need that. Like, and I get that. Like, I don't necessarily need to be best friends with my coaches, but I do need a timely response. That's like my biggest pet peeve with coaches, because I've had coaches in the past that would take like 5 and 6 days to respond to my check-ins. Like, my goodness, what are you doing? So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know, just if you're looking for an online trainer, be very careful when signing up with somebody, and just do your research and know what you're like hooking yourself up to, because I can't really think of any online coaches, well, maybe a few, but not many who like do what I do and like are at their desk doing their job 5 days a week. Like, most coaches will sit down at their desk 1 day a week, respond to all their emails, and then not go back into their inbox for another week. Like, I can't even imagine. I'm in my inbox all day long. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna eat my cauliflower now and my chicken, and I'll be back later. Kitchen. What's on your head? Do you have a squirrel on your head? Is that what's on your head, kitten? A squirrel. Are you embarrassed on the internet? Hi, kitten. My kitten. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
There's no light in here. I've been a terrible vlogger today, but I was working. What can I say? But I do want to answer a question from you guys, because I'm supposed to do that every day, and I did not do that yesterday. Oh, I forgot. Ugh. So let's take out the old phone and see what I got from you guys that you want answers to. Okay, here's kind of an interesting one. So you guys have been sending me questions on like Snapchat and stuff like that all month, and one that somebody asked is, why don't you and Matt drink alcohol? Have you ever? Did you make the commitment together not to? We do not drink. Matt used to drink.
What's that?
You used to drink in college, right?
Yes.
And why did you stop?
The main reason was it was the people I was hanging around with. You become with who you associate with. So I hung out with people that were very successful and that could have fun, that didn't need a drink. And if I really take a look at it, drinking was not very beneficial to me. So.
Yeah, well, because he was drinking with college kids, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's saying that like people who drink wine cannot be successful. What he's saying is the kids that he was drinking with were like binge drinking on the weekends, and he just recognized like that not helpful for where he wanted to be in life. And so that was just when he decided to stop drinking, right?
Yes.
That was essentially it. Was just that it just didn't fit into the lifestyle that he wanted for himself, because at a younger age, like probably like 20, 21 is when he kind of got like serious about life and like not being a kid and like just doing things more seriously for his business and what he wanted for his future. So, right?
Yep.
Does that sound about right? So I don't drink because in my house growing up, my parents didn't drink at all. I was never exposed to it in the house. My parents never drank wine. Like, I don't think my parents have had a single sip of alcohol in like literally 25 or 30 years, because my dad was actually an alcoholic in his like late teens and early 20s. So once he got over that, he stopped drinking altogether, and he's not taken even a sip of alcohol ever since. Like, I think it was 30 years ago. And alcoholism runs in my family. Like, almost all of on my dad's side especially, almost all of like my uncles and my grandparents had a drinking problem. So just knowing that, I know it's just not something that I want to get into, especially knowing that like it's embarrassing to admit, but I don't think my like mental and emotional coping mechanisms are like the best, and I think that's why in the past I've turned to food for emotional support. So for me, knowing myself, knowing I have an addictive personality, knowing that if it runs in my family, it likely could be something that I would be weak to, I just don't drink. And you know, I never really have, so it's not like I really know what I'm missing or anything. But yeah, so it's more those reasons than it is like religious reasons. Obviously Matt doesn't drink now because he's a minister, and our church just doesn't agree with like the lifestyle of drinking, so he doesn't, out of reverence for them. That's not his only reason, but you know, it's one of the reasons, I guess I'd say. And like I said, I just don't really have any interest in drinking at all. I've tried wine before a couple times. It's gross to me. I've tried like different things. I just don't like it. So it's just like, yeah, just not do it. So yeah, there's that answer. We're definitely gonna go to bed now after that long spiel. So thank you guys for watching. You know, the video about my makeup that I just posted. I have a feeling it's not going to do well, the vlog from yesterday. But that's okay, y'all. It's okay if you want to hear about my makeup. I had so much fun filming that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and stick around. Let me know, too, if you have any questions for me to answer. I almost said Vlogmas. It is not Christmas. It is the spring, even though it's freezing outside. Michigan, get it together.
Springmas.
Springmas. Okay.